Hello, Leo, and welcome to your June 2023 reading. I hope you're all doing well out there. This is going to be a general message for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And as always, never give up your power to a reading or to a reader. Please use your own highest intuition and guidance. Take what resonates and leave the rest. So I'm going to ring the bell a few times and let's invite in the divine with love and light. And inviting in the archangels at the four corners of the world. And the six elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether. And for the month of June, I'm also working with the galactic energies, our star brothers and sisters, for some messages since it's Gemini season. So as above, so below, let's invite in our star brothers and sisters of the highest love and light to join us. All right, Leo, so let's get into your reading. So happy to have you all here. Welcome if you are new, and welcome back if you're returning. I want to take a moment to thank you all so very much for your love and support, for sharing space with me, for sharing your time with me. It really means the world to me. So let's get into your reading, Leo. We're going to start with some messages from the Mystic Martian Oracle. Let's see where we go with this. All right, thank you to the guides. Please show me Leo for the month of June. Highest and best messages for my beautiful lions for the month of June 2023. Okay, Leo, so we're getting the Aurora Boreas, and that talks about past lives and healing and the inner child. Interesting, something coming full circle for you, something that you've been working on inside of your healing journey, coming full circle. You're wrapping something up here. I love this. 34, 3 plus 4 is a 7. Sevens are spiritual tests and challenges. So I feel like you're completing something here. Some past life healing, some work around your past life. It's talking about infinity and eternal. So these are like our lessons that we've come here to master. And I love the completion energy for you. So it's interesting because we have Pluto that's moving back into Capricorn. Pluto went into Aquarius, right? And just sat at the 0 degree, the 0, right? The 0 degree of Aquarius, which wherever you have a Leo placement, depending on what degree of your Leo placement, you were maybe feeling that opposition to the Pluto in Aquarius. So I feel it was activating some healing for you. This is so interesting because the Tausitians coming out, and this card has been very active this month. So I feel that a lot of people, a lot of us people, right? We're experiencing this energy, and it's coming in for you. I feel because we have Mars and Venus both in your sign. So you are very activated right now, Leo, with Mars and Venus traversing through your sign. Venus will stay with you until October because she's going to retrograde, because this is very fiery, right? So this is about being bold, outspoken, standing in your truth, not holding back, really coming out and just showing up for yourself and not taking no for an answer, which I really love. So with the Tausitians, they have a similar vibration to the Pleiadians, actually. And they're very higher dimensional beings. Their ships are like plasma light. And they definitely they had a lot of challenges. They were taken advantage of, and they learned to come into their power, and they learned how to really exert themselves in a way that was, forceful, but also coming from a place of love for themselves, a place of love for truth, for justice, all of that. So I love this for you. Okay, resilient, bold, and sassy. And with Mars and Venus moving through your sign, that's a big message for Leo. It's like really time to step out and be that Leo that you were born to be. Shine your light. And you're getting the Venusians here. So this really does feel like Venus in Leo right here. Like this feels like it's so fiery, right? This Leo energy. Also, you know, Leos, you love to dress, you love to look your best, all of that. You're the light of the sun. And Venus coming out for you about romance, soulmates, and empathy. So the Venusians, obviously, are beings that live on the planet Venus. A lot of them are actually have come to Earth as sort of like hybrids. You can look into the story of the stranger at the Pentagon, and that was Valiant Thor, or Val Thor, who actually came during the Eisenhower administration, and he worked at the Pentagon. He was Venusian, and there's documented case information about him. A man named Dr. Strangus, he wrote a book about him. And I think they even released a little movie about it as well. So the Venusians even linked into Jesus and Mary Magdalene, many others, Sanat Kumara, Lady Venus, and it's a beautiful place of love, high expression of unconditional love. So I definitely feel like for Leo right now, you know, this is where you've had some challenges. You've definitely been through large cycles where you're working on your healing your heart. This almost feels like a Chiron energy of healing some core wounding that you've had in past lives and in this life, where, you know, there's really no beginning and no end to this. Healing's not linear. It's a spiral. And it's beautiful because it feels like there's something now that you're more aware of, having this really strong sense of identity of who you are, of what you're passionate about, what your truth is, what your purpose is. And for you, Leo, this month, a lot of it has to do with love and connection, and soulmates. And I love the empathy because it's just showing that, yes, while you are feeling this inspiration to really like show up for yourself and be who you truly are, you're still very compassionate and loving towards others, very warm-hearted energy here. But it's also where you're going to have strong boundaries as well, and that's the love for self, and that's really understanding that we serve other people in a most authentic and real way when we do have healthy boundaries. It's beautiful. So let's get into your reading and see where we're going to go with this, because I feel this is a very passionate, a very, very passionate month for you. I'm also feeling like with regards to love and romance, there's a partner here that's from your past life. 100%. There's past life relationships that are at the forefront right now. And I'm just also noticing the little cupids down there, right? And that's Venus, right? Venus and Mars as children were the cupids, right? And I'm also noticing the sun here. So there's like a big, big blessing around your relationships right now. You're really being blessed. And I want to show you at the bottom of the deck is Starseed. And this is what I was talking about the self and about your own identity, like who you are. And you can see there's a partnership right here. And it's a really cool spot. It's super chill. They have their cats, both of them. They have all of their spiritual tools. I feel like it's a place where you can go to contemplate, to dream, you know, to just chill and to kind of like get away from all of the polarity and the craziness of the world, because under that was the shadow self. So this is where I feel you have really done a lot of the inner work. It talks about denial, projection, shame, and you can see how big the shadow is, but really it's just him, and he's like wanting to break out of something. So I feel that this may be talking about like the journey of your life, whether it's the last few months, few years, or few decades, where you've had to work on like, well, who am I? What is my place in this universe? What is my purpose here, right? And this is where you've come a long way. That's what they're telling me. You've come a long way, baby, right? Right there. You've come a long way. So you have healed a lot of your wounds. You've done a lot of the inner work. Now you know who you are. You are resilient. So that's a strength, and that's Leo energy about strength. And some of you have connections to the Pleiadians. The Tausitians, they're from the Whale constellation, which is so interesting. The Whale constellation. And you can look into that if you want. And they have, like the Pleiadians, the slightly pointed ears. So some people may even tell you that you look a bit elven or fae. That may be a message for some of you. And the Venusians are also very beautiful. They have a beauty about them. So with the planet Venus, it's about, you know, beauty, connection, music, good food, art, creativity, all of those beautiful things, good food. And yeah, so, all right, so we're going to use the Herbal Tarot, and this is going to be the sort of as above, so below portion. And let's get you some tarot messages, my beautiful Leos. All right, so thank you to the guides. Oh, this one really wanted to jump. Two of Pentacles, okay? So with the Two of Pentacles, that is like having to make decisions, balancing a lot of energies, balancing a lot of responsibilities even, and really looking at making healthy decisions. All right, your cards are jumping. So we'll take the Knight of Cups because that's Piscean energy with the Knight of Cups there, and we do have Saturn and Neptune that are in Pisces right now. Oh, wow, they're really jumping. And the High Priest. So we're going to take these jumpers. Knight of Cups, High Priest. The High Priest comes in with Sage, and that does talk about spiritual knowledge, spiritual wisdom, the spiritual path. And the Knight of Cups, for me, he's like my Holy Grail Knight. So this is about love and romance and beauty and, you know, creativity and taking action towards all of those things. For some of you, it's someone that you've, you know, been in a maybe not so serious relationship, or even if you are in a committed relationship. With the High Priest, it talks about like taking it to another level. So around relationships, I'm seeing that coming in for you, taking your relationship to the next level. It's also about like just the spiritual path in general that you're on. All right, so let's see what we have for you, Leo. Now they feel like they don't need to jump anymore, so those were important messages for you. All right, Leo. Excuse me. Nice. Ace of Swords. See, that's what I was talking about with the Tausitians. It's like you've done a lot of this shadow work, inner work. You've been through a lot of lessons lately. You have really, really come to terms with your identity, who you are, what your truth is. Chamomile. So I love that too, because it's like, it's where this great, great fire from within you, this big truth, this fire, like who you are, this boldness and courageousness about Leo is sort of being softened here by the energy of Venus, you know, so allow that to kind of soften, because the truth is the truth no matter what happens. And it's like, it's always with you. Once you have it, it's always with you. And it does continue to evolve and grow. Definitely some messages coming in. So I think we're gonna get an extra card for that Ace of Swords, but let's keep going with this. So with the Knight of Cups, Four of Wands, I'm telling you, relationships, commitments to relationships, partnership, divine union. This is my card of Twin Flame, the 1111. Hierophant and Four of Wands can even talk to marriage. For some of you, so that may be the path that you're on, even if you don't believe in traditional marriage, is like solidifying your relationship. I see love is definitely standing at the forefront here. This Knight of Cups could be someone that you're thinking of, a partnership, or, you know, a partner, and it's that Piscean energy. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I'm seeing Taurus here as well. Two of Wands. So we saw that Two of Pentacles, and now here's the Two of Wands, and it's like, you know, he's got the whole world in his hands here. And this is also about foundations and stability. So it's like these things being very important to you right now, the foundations, the stability, but it's also where it has to be inspired. It has to be things that really, really fill your cup, where there's, I don't know, it's like open, it's airy, it's boundless. That's Piscean energy. It doesn't really know any boundaries. It's like, how far can we go? Where can we go to? It doesn't have, in the Four of Wands, there's no structure, there's no walls, there's lots of air to breathe. It's also pausing to celebrate how far you've come. So I feel that you have come a long way. I said that you've come a long way, baby. And yeah, and justice. Look at this, Libran energy coming out. Wow, Leo, this is beautiful. So I feel that you have, things are just looking up for you in a big, big way. Really looking up for you. Things are coming into balance. You're getting good news, positive communication this month. I feel there is sort of like a choice here, or choosing a direction. Let's keep going. For some of you, this could be around any type of real estate. Four of Wands with justice, signing contracts, solidifying things, like locking these things down. And the positive news is coming in, and it's going to be long term with the High Priest there. Like, this is a long term commitment that maybe you weren't sure about, you know. I think it's definitely connected to a past life here, so it's coming back around full circle, and the completion of it is there, and then there's like, you can celebrate that. So that's beautiful. So we're getting the Sun. Yes, when your own card comes out in your own reading, you know it's going to be a good month. So the next 30 days for you, it's tarot timing. Very, very positive news. Love relationships looking amazing. If you're single, if you are single, the message that I'm going to have for you is to get out there this month, Leo. Go to the parties, let yourself be seen. This would be you, you know, the Grail Knight. He's the most honorable, you know, knight that there is. He's in search of divinity, which is really within you, because that is you, the divine child. So whatever you have been through in your life, my beautiful Leos, it's like, this is who you really are here. But you've agreed to experience some painful things because your soul, the Sun, the soul, wanted to grow, wanted to experience these things. And I feel like you are at a time where it's time to take a break. Like, you can take a break from some of your healing journey, and you can come out exactly as you are. Bold, sassy, you know, and I know that that's more of a feminine term, but for the masculine, just bold and courageous and in the truth of who you are, because there are soulmates, plural, that are waiting for you, and you've got the whole world in your hands here. So you can go anywhere that you want right now. And I feel that you will be so well received by people in general. And you see how that's Angelica root? So the angels are around this. This has an angelic energy to it. It's so blessed. And even these two here, they look like little angels. So, so blessed. It's really amazing. All right, so let's keep going. The 10 of, I mean, hello, Leo, the 10 of Pentacles. Yes, I'm telling you, this is for long-term stuff. So the choices that are in front of you right now, we had seen that 2 of Pentacles, but it's the 2 of Wands that's the one that came out. So this is, where do you feel inspired? Your solar plexus is super activated right now. That's your 3rd chakra, your power center. It's the confidence that you have in yourself. The Wands, the action that you take out into the world. It's being sure of yourself. It's being confident in yourself. It's really, it's powerful. 4 of Wands, 2 of Wands. So the choices that are in front of you right now, what are the ones that make you feel the most inspired? That also feel aligned with your heart, okay? That also feel aligned with your heart, because those are the things that are leading to stability, long-term growth, stability, investments, properties, long-term relationships, wealth, abundance, all of it. And you may be at somewhat of a choice point. It doesn't feel like it's, what's the word, like dire, because that's the 2 of Wands, you know. It's like, yeah, he's chilling. He's going to make a decision. He's kind of reevaluating some things, also looking at what is fair, what feels balanced. I feel like you're getting the justice that you deserve around some things. I told you we're going to look at that Ace of Swords, because when the Ace of Swords comes out, it's always a message in itself. And yeah, this is amazing. Last card, the 4 of Cups. Interesting. So this may be where you do feel like you need to take some time to contemplate. The 4 of Wands, the 4 of Cups are both linked to the Emperor, and I feel you really, truly are thinking about the long term, around the roots of things, what things are going to really last for a long time. You're not looking for like this fly-by-night kind of energy. You're in it for the long haul. And there may be one thing that you feel a disappointment around, or like something was a missed opportunity. So I think we'll look at that as well. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. Interesting, the Page of Pentacles with the Fool. So it is showing me, you know, that there's a reset for you, that there's some new path that you're walking on, a new seed that you're planting. Page of Pentacles as a student, some of you may be starting school, or you're like, you have a new client, there's like something new that you're looking to do, to like build yourself. This is slow and steady growth. But also I feel like the divine is working with you as well here with like justice and the sun coming in. There's just a huge blessing, a balancing of the scales. And the Fool is showing me maybe there is something that that you're going to be taking a leap of faith around. It's like taking a risk around something, you know. But I also feel like if you're looking at, if you have the High Priest here, you know, it's also where there's a part of you that's like really aware of like smart decisions that are spiritually aligned with you. This is like the spiritual balance, spiritual alignment right here, justice and the High Priest. I think you're really looking at the value of things. Taurian energy, we still have Mercury in Taurus for another like week or two, and then it moves into Gemini. We've got Jupiter in Taurus. So this is like the long-term growth. And we have North Node, Jupiter, and Uranus all in Taurus, where it's like these things are very focused, I think, for everyone. And I love how she's holding up like a sphere here, like almost like a crystal ball, you know, to look into the future. She's put the sword down. So this is a big message. You have this truth, right? You have this truth. You have clarity. This is victory and clarity. So it's like, you don't have to carry that around with you. It's always with you. What she's holding up is the sphere. And the sphere is like the feminine energy, which is more intuitive, you know, intuitive and receptive. So there may be some things this month that you're going to feel into. You may not be rushed to take immediate action, that you can sort of feel into. She's sitting under the tree, like sort of waiting to receive some messages, some answers, enlightenment. There is a cup that's coming out though. So that's like the Ace of Cups there. And the Knight of Cups definitely is going to look towards that cup to see like, well, what's in that cup? So this is like the hand of God that's coming in. There is some kind of a gift. So let's clarify the Ace of Swords here. And let's clarify the Four of Cups for you, Leo. And then we'll pull you some additional cards. I'm telling you, total blessings, though. The Sun, the Ten of Pentacles, and I'm wondering with the Four of Cups, like why she's hesitant to take it. So let's look at the Ace of Swords, okay? The Eight of Cups here. So maybe some painful things from the past that you've left behind might be coming back around. It's like the ship that left. Is it leaving or is it sailing back? The eights are connected to strength, and that's another one of your cards. And it's like turned on its side is infinity. And it does talk about this past energy, South Node in Scorpio, maybe the past returning. So this may be something from the past that's coming back around again, especially with that Aurora Boreas in the circle. Something might be coming back around again for like, I don't know. And that may be where, you know, that may be the one thing this month, the one thing that you're not sure about. Because I feel like everything else you're going to have certainty around. For some of you, maybe the whole reading is about that. And I'm seeing like a relationship, okay, that is a soulmate relationship. I'm seeing where somebody is coming back around to offer you commitment. It's like they really want to be with you, and for you, you're uncertain here. But it's love, it's a blessing, and they definitely, I think you're going to want to see that it has roots. I think you're going to want to see that it's solid. I think you may be questioning, like, is this something really that's going to stand the test of time? For some of you, there's bigger things involved, things involving contracts, agreements, properties, children, marriage, okay? So I'm seeing for some Leos, somebody's coming back around. And for the rest of you, it might just be like resolving old stuff. It's releasing the past. That Ace of Swords is like, it's having calmness and a sense of total acceptance over things from the past. So it's truly where you're releasing that. The chamomile gives you a sense of calm. There's no more anxiety over it. There's no more hurt over it. It's leaving those 8 cups behind because they truly were broken, or no matter what you did, you couldn't fill them. They couldn't be fulfilled. And the Knight of Cups is like, well, I'm going off on my mission in search of that 9th cup, which is so beautiful. So I feel like, you know, you're going to have all these beautiful positive things happening, beautiful choices to be made, inspired choices that are bringing you, again, this justice that you deserve. It's like karmic justice. And I think it's saying like, you know, it may take you a while to complete that healing, right? To complete that. But there's something about basking in the sunshine and working towards a more just all of these amazing things that are coming in for you and that are currently around you. So yes, exactly. With that Four of Cups is the Eight of Wands here. So the Eight of Cups, Eight of Wands. And this is beautiful. This is positive communication coming in, positive news. It's progress. It's the spirit is moving you along. This is very spiritual here. And interestingly enough, it's Cupid's arrow. So I'm telling you, Leos, there's a spotlight on connections. There's a spotlight on romance. There's a spotlight on you, because you are this person who people are going to notice you this month. You're a magnet. Like, people want to be around you. You're looking good. You have a magnetic quality about you. So there is, whether it's a new partner or someone coming back around or the person that you're already with, it's going to be amazing. Like, I feel, and what's also interesting about this card is that you see in the Four of Wands, which is like my soulmate twin flame card, 1111, the two wands, the four wands. Here it's like the four wands coming this way. Here it's the four wands coming in this way. They're not just eight wands flying in one direction. They're coming together. So it's showing me that this is mutual. So whatever this is, it's like, it is mutual. It's where two people are coming together equally. You don't have to, it's not a game of cat and mouse where one person is chasing and one person's running. This is where the two come together, almost like in divine timing. It's forces that are like, that are unexplainable. So that, because this is good luck and good news. And I feel it's very synchronistic for you. And it's where you're like, you and this person, whoever they are just like your, this could be your own love for yourself, your own healing journey, you know, moving from the painful to like just the inspired and the passionate and the lucky. Okay. So it's really interesting. So, that's there with that Four of Cups. And so if you do need to sort of like contemplate about things or take some time, I don't know, I'm feeling like the message is, Leo, take the gift. Don't hesitate here. Take the gift that's being bestowed upon you. And this may not resonate for you with that Four of Cups. Let's get another message for the Four of Cups, because everything is so blessed. It's so blessed. It's so lucky. And the 8-8, oh, the deck was upside down. And the 8-8 here is like Lion's Gate. So Leo season, 8-8 Lion's Gate. This is taking you straight into like your birthday if you're a Leo sun. It's taking you into that Lion's Gate portal. So we just had the 6-6 portal, right? June 6th. And now it's taking you straight into the Lionsgate portal. So I feel this reading is covering like a 2-month kind of process. Knight of Pentacles, Medicine Wheel. So Virgo energy. And this may be because the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles are the slower moving knights. Like I said, I don't feel that there's such a rush. And I'm feeling like a 2-month process here where it is slow and steady. He's got like a little snail cap. It's slow and steady. And with the Wheel of Fortune coming in, this is Jupiter with the blessing here. And because this 8 of Wands came out, like, I think there's also something about Leo trusting that this is destiny, trusting that this is fate, like really trusting in that. The Medicine Wheel, you see how the trees are important. So trees are important for you right now. I feel that they have a lot of wisdom for you because even she's kind of sitting under the tree. And this is my card of the Buddha, because it's the Buddha that sat under the Bodhi tree, just sat in meditation and received an enlightenment. So, you know, nature, definitely get out into nature. I know it's like a great time of year to do that, no matter like where you live for the most part. This isn't like anything super quick moving. I feel that this is also the roll up your sleeves and take things one step at a time. You want to see that things are physicalized. It's like there's so much spiritual energy. There's so much love and heart and passion and soul, but it's something where like Leo's feeling a bit practical here. And I love that because you're looking at the long term. You're looking at like, from the Knight of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles, like, I want to grow something really beautiful, you know, and I want to have a plan around it. It's also health and healing because Virgo rules medicine, natural healing even, you know, so I feel if this is anything around your health, Leo, it's looking really good. You know, it's taking the practical steps. It's like doing the work, but it's not anything, it's nothing extreme. There's nothing extreme here, and destiny is at play. I'm telling you, the medicine wheel talks about all of the directions of the 4 directions, right? North, south, east, and west. And then there's like the 8 directions because there's like southeast, there's northwest, you know, but it's all the different points on the wheel. And you've definitely completed a cycle here. There's a cycle that is complete. And it's past life related, it's childhood related, it's a big phase of your life that is complete. So it's time to move on from something and really step into your power and claim the love, the romance, the soulmates, the love, the compassion, higher love, higher destiny, all of that. Things that are rooted in the physical. It's like, you know, the spiritualizing the matter, you know, spiritualizing the matter and being optimistic about your present, about your future, and kind of healing the past in a more quantum type of way. I love your reading, Leo. I really, really do. All right, so let's get some additional cards here. Should we look at this Ace of Swords for those of you? Let's look at the Ace of Swords. It's funny I said 8 of Swords. Ace of Swords, 8 of Cups, 7 of Wands with Wild Ginger. For some of you, if there is somebody coming back in from the past to communicate, it's like, I don't know. I think, you know, there are some defensive wounds around that. Wild ginger, I love the ginger because it's helping to like strengthen. It's helping to give us strength. This takes courage. So, and then the 8s are linked into strength and courage. So if there is someone coming back around, I feel that you need to know that it's taken them a lot of their courage to do this. And maybe they had some cowardice in the past. But I feel that they want to fight for you, or they want to fight for this. So that's just a message. You may be feeling very defensive about it. Let's get one more. And oh my God, do you see how all of those fell out? 7 of Cups. Yeah. So 7, 7. This person has a link to 7s. Okay. 7, 7 here. And, yeah, I feel there may be some confusion around them. You know, well, what do they really want? Is it real? Or is it just an illusion? Is this real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality? Oh my gosh. What is that? Bohemian Rhapsody? Queen, Freddie Mercury? All right, so 7 of Cups. Let's get one more. What's the advice for you? Ooh, this flipped out too. Queen of Swords. Could be dealing with a Libra. And I know that can be kind of wishy-washy, especially for a Libra. You know, if they haven't known what they wanted in the past, or I don't know, they use escapism. I feel that they have clarity now, and I definitely feel that they want to talk to you. So this is like a side message. It's not going to resonate with all of you Leos right now. I think you're just like, okay, what's going on? Have you figured it out? Like, what's going on with you? Ooh, 10 of Swords. Wow. So there was an ending for some of you Leos, a painful ending, but it was like necessary. And I feel that you've definitely gotten back up again. But this person, they haven't forgotten you. So that's a message. Let's keep going and get you some advice here for this particular mini storyline. Okay. Wow, Leo, you're getting the 10 of Cups with marijuana. So that's a message. Do with that what you will. 10 of Swords to the 10 of Cups. And the 6 of Swords, that can be where someone's coming back around again. You know, it's Vervain. There's no one on the ship here, which is interesting. There's nobody on this ship. So it's like, I think that they've left the ship to come back to you. And the ship is there for you if you need to get on it and get out of there. That's another message. Okay, this wants to come out. What is the message for Leo? 7 of Pentacles. 777. They're connected to the number 7. So what they're telling me is not to rush into this, but hold space for it. Let them give you, let this person show you the 7s, the spiritual tests and challenges. Is it a dream worth pursuing? I'm not seeing the 7 of Swords, and that's a good sign. All right, Leo? So take some time to assess this. You know, take some time to assess this. Let them prove themselves to you. That's something that I'm hearing. Yeah, they want a reconciliation, and it is a past life connection for you, Leo. It is. It's a soulmate here. So even if it's just that you're working on forgiving each other, or you're working on forgiving them, hearing them out, hearing what they have to say, and that this may not resonate for all of you. So, all right, Leo, let's get you a message from the Beyond Lemuria deck and see where we go with this. All right, because everything is so positive here. And I feel like they're telling me, don't worry about a thing, Leo, because every little thing is going to be all right. You've got all of this beautiful energy around you, and the sun is really shining upon you. And with the High Priest too, it's like you have this wisdom. You're like a wisdom keeper now. You've matured a lot. And you know what you want. You know what you want. So everything else is going to fall into place. Look at you with the luminescence. That's beautiful. So number 35, I love this. It's you are like the lotus that's rising from the water, and it's very watery. I love how like you have this kind of, you might have strong Pisces placements or water placements in your chart, or you're dealing with a water sign, and you see how she's like working with energy. It's like the energetics that are around the heart, and there's the lotus flowers that are rising. There's dragonflies that are really helping you, you know, understand where your path is, where your direction is, and you are glowing. You're glowing. I'm telling you, I was feeling it. Like you're glowing, and it's from within your heart. It's like has this resonance. So understand that you are really, really glowing. Like you can almost glow in the dark. That's how much you're glowing, Leo. Get your sunshine this month. Drink your water. That's another thing. So I actually want to look at the key words for you here, because I want to get you like really good messages. It says self-love. Yes. The light that radiates from your heart, and that's the heart chakra, is Leo. Light shining in the darkness. Yes. Heart-centered living, removing your heart armor, accepting your shadows as the flip side of your strengths, a vulnerable, wide open heart, authentic, heartfelt needs. So that is beautiful for you, Leo. It really is. I feel, I said this to Gemini, that it's the summer of love, and I feel that you're having a summer of love as well, my beautiful Leos. So bottom of the deck is the portal keeper. Yep, that's you. And the sun too. This is connected into the sun. And I'm telling you, this is taking you into Lionsgate. Like there's a big, big portal that's open for you. And it's nothing that, it's not going to pass you by. So even if you're worried, like if you're not quite in this energy yet, will these opportunities pass me by? No, they won't. They're not going to pass you by. This portal is actively open for you. I feel like through, you know, we're coming up on the solstice, right? We're coming up on the solstice. So this is going to take you through an entire season. The portal keeper. Number 50, also connected into the high priest, which is a 5. So if things are not totally stable right now, 5s can be about instability. 0 is the God number, and this is like where there's spirit, there's source, there is source within it. The cats, I'm thinking of goddess Bast, which brings fun, sensuality, sexuality, fertility. She's playful, community, parties, events, just looking good, feeling good. So that's another portal that's open for you. And with the high priest there in the sage, some of you may even have a very specific guide, whether it's a spirit guide or like a spiritual teacher that's around you. and that's helping you, a new teacher, because we did see the Page of Pentacles. So for some of you, there might even be like a new teacher that's emerging. You also may be a teacher. That's another message that I'm getting. If you are like, you're being called into teaching more, opening that up for you more. There may be like students that are coming to you that are emerging. So that's beautiful. I mean, I think that that's something important too. And you may be even deciding like, where do you take your skills to? You're feeling more courageous. You're feeling more certain, more sure. Yeah, and you may even be, for some of you, signing new agreements around career. That's leading to a lot, okay? It's leading to a lot of abundance, and there's gifts coming in, and I'm telling you, Spirit's saying, take the gifts. You don't have to rush into something, though. You can kind of take your time in making the decision, but get decisive nonetheless. Maybe you need more answers. Maybe you need more clarity there with that Ace of Swords to be able to make the best decision. I see very positive news around career, or just really around all of it. So yeah, some of you might be expanding your horizons with regards to career. Before I cut the deck, I have to show you is Aragonite with the fire element. You see that right there? It's like a crystal that turns into a flame, initiation. So you have been initiated. That's the Aurora Boreas. Now we're getting the sunstone. So now you're seeing the sun twice, and this says deep knowing. It's your sacral chakra. So this is a lot of orange here, right? She almost looks like the Halloween colors. So some of this is even going back to last Halloween, October, November. So the sunstone, which is a feldspar, so has those flashes, right? Labradorite sunstone, they're feldspars with flashes. And here it's like it's flashes of light. Things are illuminated for you. The Ace of Swords is the deep knowing. And it's connected to your sacral, so it's like your body knows how something makes you feel. Really pay attention to that. Yes. Here's your crown chakra with the moonstone, transcendence. So especially as we get closer and closer to Leo season, right? It's like that's the solar return for Leo. That's when the sun comes back into Leo. So the cycles here, I'm definitely seeing some cycles. Pay attention to the new moons, the full moons, what's going on with the moon. This is a very feminine energy, okay? But it's still with the crown. So it is that divine connection to source. And we were seeing like Angelica and like the angels around this. So the moon, the angels, it's cooling. This is cooling. Things are definitely heating up for Leo. They're heating up because of Mars and Venus in your sign. So it's also going to be important, like, you know, to cool down a little bit, like, you know, maybe using some selenite, some of the moonstones, the clear stones, the white stones, just to connect, just for you to connect, especially with this Four of Cups. For some of you, this is just speaking about meditating more, okay, that this could be a wonderful month for you to just sit and chill and relax and meditate, you know, on your goals, your dreams, your wishes, even just emptiness and clearing the mind, like a clearing. That's what I'm seeing with this. It's like a clearing. So for some of you, that's what the Four of Cups represents. And it's like around your mental health, your spiritual health, your body's health, you know, all of that. So, all right, Leo, let's get you one last message. I want to see if you have a specific angel or if it's an ancestor that's with you. This is the angels and ancestors. So let's get you a guide for the month. So definitely you can work with Moonstone this month. It says transcendence. So I love that because it's like all of this stuff. I don't know. Maybe there's a big part of your healing journey that is complete that you're not going to have to go back to. So that's interesting. Because transcendence is like higher level stuff. Oh, and it's a number 1. This is a number 1. So when we saw that starseed card about the self, identity, that's number 1. So that's very interesting. And it's also like, who's the best? Leo. It's so interesting. Okay. So let's see what we have for you, Leo. my beauties. Ooh, exactly, Leo. I don't think I need to say anything more to you. Bask in joy and light. There's your message. I mean, it's just so powerful for you. Basking in the joy, basking in the light, bringing this love deeper and deeper into your heart. You know, singles, I don't know, summer of love here for you. You could be dealing with a Gemini, just because Gemini, you know, their theme was kind of the summer of love, but yours feels a bit more, I don't know, it's a much clearer message. It's repeating a lot more for you. Yeah, my beautiful Leos, and I'm telling you, people are definitely gonna want to know about you. They're gonna want to know you. This is your summer to shine. It really is. This is the time for you to shine. And some of you may be in the Southern Hemisphere, and it's like, it's still there for you. This energy is still there for you. And I love the bees too. You know, it's talking about honey and sweetness and fertility and things blooming, and just enjoy yourself. You so deserve it. Like, I'm gonna put that right there in the center. And interesting, because it's like we keep getting the sun and then the moon, and here's the moon at the bottom with the wolf and the eagle and the shapeshifter, and there's the snake there at the bottom. So transform and unveil your gifts. And I feel like that's really, look at that. Yes, and then the moon. So it's like the sun and the moon, day and night. It's equally important. The light and the shadow, all of it, the masculine and the feminine, right? So there's big messages here. And I feel these are some of the totems that you've been working with along your healing path, your healing journey, what you've been releasing, what you've been transforming and then transcending. So I think you've done a lot of transformation, and now you're transcending it. Okay. And that's where, like, it really truly becomes integrated with everything that you are, and you don't return to it anymore. It's kind of interesting. Very powerful. And so, yeah, so now it's like, now you can just be this busy bee and go around and shine your light everywhere and share your gifts, and just enjoy the sweetness. You know, it's a beautiful time for you. So, all right, Leo, I've taken up enough of your time. I'm sending you lots and lots of love and light. I will see you all soon. If there's anything that I can do for you, please let me know. Take good care, and I'm wishing you all the best. Namaste.